Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Hello everyone, this is Dr. Mubashira and I am here today with you people to discuss few important things regarding liver transplant. Liver is the second most common major organ to be transplanted after kidney. Liver transplant is divided into different categories. It can be a living donor transplant or cadaveric and disease transplant in which the donor is not alive. He is either brain dead or has cardiac death. Liver transplant may involve the whole organ, reduced liver, or a liver segment. Most transplants involve the whole organ, but segmental transplants are being performed with increased frequency. It can be either right lobe transplant or left lobe transplant. And usually, the vast majority of liver transplant are from deceased donor, that is, more than 95% of the cases. Now, let's discuss about the indications of liver transplant. The indications can be broadly categorized into two main categories. Number one is according to the severity of disease, that is, patient's life is immediately threatened without liver transplant. And number two is according to the quality of life, that is, the patient is permanently disabled, but his or her life is not in immediate danger. And the common indications include end stage liver disease or chronic liver disease secondary to non alcoholic fatty liver disease, chronic viral hepatitis, alcoholic liver disease. Hepatocellular carcinoma is another very important indication of liver transplant, and cholestatic liver disease include primary biliary cirrhosis, secondary biliary cirrhosis, and primary sclerosing cholangitis. And the other indications include acute hepatic failure, including decompensated Wilson disease and metabolic disease like alpha 1 antitrypsin deficiency, Wilson disease, and glycogen storage disorders. Other less common indications include cholangiocarcinoma, polycystic liver disease, Budd-Chiari syndrome, and even cystic fibrosis. The complications of end-stage liver disease includes recurrent variceal hemorrhage, intractable ascites, spontaneous bacterial peritonitis, refractory and disabling encephalopathy, severe jaundice, exacerbated synthetic dysfunction, sudden deterioration, and fulminant hepatic failure. Now let's talk about the contraindications of liver transplant. The absolute contraindications include untreated spontaneous bacterial peritonitis or other active infections. Comorbidities including cardiopulmonary disease, extrahepatic malignancy that is not curative, active alcohol or substance abuse, inability to comply with immunosuppression protocols, and severe pulmonary hypertension. And the relative contraindications to liver transplant are multiple, which include chronic kidney disease, large size of hepatocellular carcinoma, portal or mesenteric vein thrombosis, and multi organ failure. Workup for a potential candidate for liver transplant determines the patient's degree of illness and overall suitability of liver transplant. And the liver allocation system implemented by the Organ Procurement Transplantation Network is based on severity of liver disease as assessed by the MELD score and survival models for all patients with chronic liver disease. Now coming towards the MELD score. It is basically model for end-stage liver disease. It reflects the candidate's disease severity and risk of 3-month mortality and how urgently you need a transplant. Once the workup is complete, the patient is presented to the candidate selection committee for a decision about the suitability for transplant. And these committees consist of transplant surgeon, hepatologist, psychiatrist, cardiologist, pulmonologist, and primary care physicians, as well as social workers. The MELD score is basically calculated on the basis of the following variables: serum creatinine, serum bilirubin, and INR, that is International Normalized Ratio. And this is the formula of MELD score. It is limited to a total of 40 points. The laboratory studies in potential liver transplant candidates are oriented towards detecting the etiology of the disease and screening for the presence of tumor. And the lab tests which are most commonly ordered during a liver transplant evaluation includes liver function test, total proteins, albumin, hepatitis screening, including hepatitis A, B, and C, viral serologies, including cytomegalovirus, herpes simplex virus, Epstein-Barr virus, and HIV, and the tumor markers, that is, alpha fetoproteins. And the imaging studies include radiography in the form of chest X-ray, duplex ultrasound, angiogram, magnetic resonance angiography, abdominal CT scan, cardiopulmonary evaluation, thallium scan, coronary angiography, and echocardiography. Many patients undergo TIPS procedure, that is transjugular intrahepatic portosystemic shunting, while awaiting liver transplant because of the complications that warrant this approach, such as esophageal varices, refractory ascites, and hepatorenal syndrome. Elements involved in successful liver transplant include donor procurement, recipient implantation, and surgical coordination between the donor and the recipient. And the donor can be living donor or deceased donor. Cadaveric transplant is the surgery which is done to give the recipient a healthy liver from someone who has just died. Cadaveric donor availability is made known to the transplant center with a suitable recipient, and the surgical coordination of both donor and recipient operations is made when declaration of death is made, proper consent is obtained, and adequacy of the donor liver for the prospective recipient is confirmed. And the living donor transplant subjects a healthy individual to major surgery. Donor safety is essential. Risk and benefits of the living donor operation must be explained to the donor as well as recipient. The donors should be thoroughly evaluated. Although the donor operation has been associated with low morbidity and mortality rates, long-term follow-up is necessary to confirm the safety of this procedure for the donors, especially for donor of right lobe grafts. Now let's discuss what is orthotopic liver transplant and what is heterotopic liver transplant. Orthotopic liver transplant involves the substitution of a diseased native liver with a normal liver taken from a diseased or living donor. And the heterotopic liver transplant is the surgical procedure in which a healthy donor liver is transplanted into a recipient while the recipient's native liver remains in place. Immunosuppression regimes include corticosteroids, cyclosporine, tacrolimus, sirolimus, mycophenolate mofetil, and basiliximab, which is the monoclonal antibody. And there is lifelong requirement of immunosuppression therapy after liver transplant, and it helps in preventing rejection. The complications of liver transplant include transplant rejection in the form of hyperacute, acute rejection, and chronic rejection. Other complications include primary graft failure, biliary complications, hepatic artery thrombosis, infections, post transplant lymphoproliferative disease, skin malignancies, and comorbidities in the form of diabetes and hypertension. The prognosis of liver transplant, the liver transplant survival rate, 75% of the people who undergo liver transplant live for 5 years. Liver transplant is a common short case which commonly appears in MRCP PACES exams. And although the candidates get scared, but let me assure you that this is quite easy short case if you just follow the scheme. The scar used for liver transplant is known as Mercedes-Benz scar. Another name is rooftop scar, and the incision is named as McCucci incision. The things to remember in liver transplant in your short case, these are Cushingoid appearance, finger prick marks, fine tremors, peripheral stigmata of chronic liver disease, proximal myopathy secondary to use of corticosteroids, gum hypertrophy because of the use of cyclosporine, skin warts and papillomas again because of immunosuppressive therapy, acanthosis nigricans, Mercedes-Benz scar, then CN which is used to make for liver transplant, and you have to tell whether the transplant is functioning well or not, and the underlying cause of liver transplant in the form of for example, finger prick marks that this patient might have non-alcoholic fatty liver disease, or because of the peripheral stigmata of chronic liver disease, or the stigmata of alcoholic liver disease. And you should also tell about the stigmata of steroids and immunosuppressive therapy. So that's all about liver transplant. Thank you so much for watching. Stay blessed. Allah Hafiz.